gotta mute my Telegram and Discord. It just goes off.
All right, we're officially live. How's it going, everybody? Hope everyone had a great week. It's end of the day, Friday for us anyway. You may be in a different part of the world, but appreciate everybody stopping in. I'm here with Pixel. We're gonna visit about the project and get some details about it, and talk about the pre-sale that just recently ended today and their upcoming launch. So, guys, I'll let y'all introduce yourself and just give a little background, kind of what got you into crypto and what got you to led up to where y'all got involved with Pixel, man. Either
Yeah,
one of
of
y'all
course.
are welcome to go first.
Yeah, so my name is Andrew Gago. I'm from Orlando, Florida. Pretty much Hung and I have been business partners since 2017. We've known each other since 2015, and we have a small business called Pixel Live, which kind of does the same aspect where we introduce new ways for small mom and pop shops to market their business when it comes to a website, applications, SEO. So it's definitely the same concept we're building with Pixel is introducing blockchain technology to business owners and how that can help their business grow, not only financially, but open themselves to a new market. So that's, for me, first to get into crypto, I got in back in, I would say roughly around 2016 ish. I knew about it. I never really dabbled into it too much until it started getting a little bit more mainstream. So that's when I started learning Solidity and learning more so about how the blockchain works itself.
Sure, that's awesome, man. So y'all been together for years. Then that's cool. That's good to
Yeah,
see. Very
yeah, I know that
cool.
guy for too long.
Right. All right, Hung. How's it
So
going, man?
Good. Hi, everybody. My name is Hung, part of the co-founder of Pixel. Currently reside in St. Pete, Florida. Some of you might have known. Like Andrew mentioned, there's a brief history between the two of us and how we get to the vision of where Pixel is becoming. Everybody has at one point in their life kind of heard about Bitcoin. I heard it definitely in high school and everything, and people were talking about mining it, this and that, but it was a totally different ballgame back then compared to now. So I just didn't have enough resources or the knowledge to kind of do what I wanted to do or kind of see where we wanted to go. But yeah, when the hype train started coming back up and the word of the mouse is back in 2016 and everything, and sometimes we have like the local business owners that we work with, were providing us with these questions like, hey, how do you accept crypto? What is crypto and everything? And being their business partner and pretty much being the consultant, it gets us to kind of sit back and do our research. Like, yeah, just give us some time. Let's do our research. Let's really dive in and see what we can adapt to it. And then when we start digging deeper, we saw the wide range of adoptions that we can see that could be put forth to business owners, and give them more leverage towards these new, pretty much consumers who have new purchasing power with crypto. It was a whole new world that we found out. But once we start formulating our plan and kind of put it towards the skeleton that we already have, we felt like it's a great opportunity for us to provide that to our business owners and the everyday individual too as well.
Yep, that's awesome. Yeah, that's what I was reading on y'all's website and everything. Just kind of through the past couple months, really been kind of paying attention to everything y'all are doing, and it's to get main adoption, to a lot of businesses and stuff. It's so difficult to get involved with crypto, and there's so many steps and stuff. So like, what you guys are doing to help businesses adopt with it and everything's amazing.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing for business owners right now is that they still have that scam in their mind.
Sure.
A lot of times they hear, "Oh, crypto's a scam," but they don't understand the technology behind it. They don't
Yep.
understand the potential, and then once you introduce that to them, they will fully understand. It's just like anything with a business trying to adapt a new type of aspect to their business.
Yep.
Like example for websites, a lot of business owners said, "Why do I need a website? I got all
Hmm.
my clients, I got everybody coming in weekly." But once they realize that a website is not a waste of money, why should I spend all this money on a website? They start increasing their business by putting their name out there in the web. So it's the same concept. They don't understand why it's needed for their business until they see they can open up a new market and start generating more money through that market as well.
Exactly. Yep. I agree. Yep. That's 100% correct. Um, and we'd mentioned earlier, so the pre-sale officially ended today, huh?
Yep, finally.
A sigh of relief.
Yeah, that chapter is closed and we're ready to move forward. Launch is on the 13th Monday, and we're excited to get the project up and running. We have a
Yeah.
lot of things going on in the background, which we'll be talking about during this video.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a time frame on Monday when the launch is happening?
We've been looking at different times. It's probably going to be in the evening. I would say maybe 6 p.m. Eastern.
Sure.
But we're
Okay.
definitely going to announce an official time frame.
Yep.
Probably Monday, probably Sunday or Saturday. But
Okay, cool.
we're trying to see what's best, especially with our community. What time our community is usually up and active, and
Sure.
get everybody involved during the launch.
Yep, absolutely. So, see, Shaman says is here. How's it going, Shaman? Tim Shea, how's it going, brother? Welcome back. He's an avid supporter of the channel, man. I appreciate you being here. Yes. Quick question: like, is the team? Are you guys all based out of the U.S. or are y'all kind of diversified around the world? Or
yeah, we have 5 team members based out of the U.S. and the rest are based worldwide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a little bit of diversification all over. That's awesome, man. Very cool.
Yeah. The scheduling is what is the toughest part, but we definitely found a way to like work together. Especially when Rudra, he's from India, so his schedule is obviously way off from mine. But we definitely are able to work together, and it's been perfect ever since.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've ran into that with a few projects I've had on the channel, or that are actually one that's coming up next week, and it's you really got to be able to be flexible with time frames, because I mean, there's when you got somebody at the opposite side of the world, it may be 2:00 in the morning for one of y'all and middle of the afternoon for the other. So always
exactly.
Always got to
like
be
when
available.
we created a partnership with Pulo, and Pulo is based out of India. So
that's right.
woke up at 3 in the morning so we can have this meeting with
Wow.
Shabs. He's the owner of Pulo. Yeah, and
Sure.
we were able to solidify a partnership then. But yeah, I'll wake up anytime. I don't care.
That's how I am too. Same way. I've been up at 2:00 in the morning many times. And that's one thing I'm glad you mentioned that with Pulo, that you guys actually have a partnership with Pulo, correct?
That's correct.
And I haven't seen Pulo do that with anybody else before. So that, in my opinion, when I first heard about that, that spoke volumes that, if Pulo is wanting to partner with somebody, there's obviously something legitimate about the project and the plans that they're having, that they're putting in the future. Because I mean, Pulo's I love Pulo. I think they have a great launch pad and everything, for pre-sales and all that, and really good dev team and all that. So that's awesome to see, man. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, the Shabs, he's, like I said, he's the founder of Pulo. We've been in conversations for a while. He really loves what we're trying to build, especially the marketplace. He was explaining how in India, a lot of people are straying away from their currency and using crypto, and they don't have too many applications out there that allows them to use crypto as a means of currency. So if they want to use Fiverr and Upwork, unfortunately, they will have to use their currency. And honestly, they try to stray away from that. So with us building a marketplace that allows them to use crypto for services, I mean, Shabs was loving that idea, and we showed him different aspects of the development that we have going on. So he was on board since day one, and we're excited that he believes in our project.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's great. Tim Shea, I see you asked here, when will we get the tokens? So for the pre-sale, what Pulo usually does it usually a day before or something like that? Is that
so
right?
Pulo will assist with us if it's needed, but
okay.
All we're using is an airdrop system like Disperse.app, and that would allow us just to allocate the tokens that you purchase and send them to the wallet that you have provided during the contribution.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, we can be airdropping today from today to Sunday.
Sure.
So I
Okay.
definitely will have everybody keep your eyes open on your wallet and be lookout for your tokens.
Sure. So it'll happen before launch day, more or less.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, cool. Yep. I've dealt with Pula in the past, and they're real good about that. It's so flawless, man, compared to some of the other ones that I won't name names, but yeah, Pula's, they just make it's just effortless. It's very smooth transaction, and you get your tokens. Everybody's good to go on launch date, and not a worry in the world about it. So, Nima Garashi says, keep up the great work. Nima, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Team Mad, hey guys, what will the market cap be? Do you guys have kind of a rough estimate on that?
Yeah, actually, is it okay if you could pull up one of our new tweets on Twitter?
Sure, absolutely, man. I've actually got your Twitter preloaded here.
Yeah, we recently maybe like an hour ago, we tweeted a new graphic that showcases the new allocations for the public presale. If you scroll up, I think you passed it.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, we have a video on our new channel called Pixel Vision where we're looking to push that and brand on YouTube as well, so we can start.
I've seen that.
Start connecting more with the community and giving them more information through that channel as well.
Yeah.
But we allocated new tokens. A new tokens per ETH to the whitelist and public presale. So originally the whitelist presale was at 200 tokens per ETH, and now we have increased it to 850,000 tokens. And same thing with the public, it was 150 and it's increased to 750,000 tokens. But the reason why I told you to pull this one up, because at the bottom we stated the potential starting price and the potential market cap. And this is just based on calculations. It depends on what ETH is that day, and
sure,
and because we're paired with ETH, so hopefully we can still stay in that range. But yeah, potential starting price is looking at 0.0036, and the starting market cap is potentially at 540,000.
Okay, very cool. That's not bad. That's a good starting market cap for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely somewhat of a low market cap, and it gets people excited so they can hop into a project early as well.
Oh, definitely. No, that's great. I think that's a solid number for sure. And just to reiterate, and I see it's on here too. So Pix tokens per ETH vesting period, 50% at launch, and then the additional 50% will be unlocked after 2 months.
That's correct. And for the whitelist, because the video that we created, we kind of broke it down a little bit more. So for the whitelist presale, it's actually going to be 25% and 25% for the first and second month. So you'll receive 25% on the first month that's vested, and then the remaining 25% on the second month.
Okay, and then 50% upon initial launch is available. Okay, very cool, awesome, man. That's great. Let's see if there's any other questions here. Nope, just people saying hello. Racket Club, how's it going, man? NATO Nation in the house. What's up, brother? We go by the NATO Nation TX Tornado channel, so we adopted the name NATO Nation for our community here.
That's actually pretty catchy.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Making sure wasn't some questions or anything. It looks good. Anonymous user, how's it going, bro? Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Another avid supporter of the channel. Always here. Crypto Smith, how's it going? Thanks for being here, man. Crypto Gym Lover, how are you doing, sir? Hello, dear Pixel team. Please give me my winning token at the Crypto Demon Show.
Oh yeah, no, we already got those all the users from the Crypto Demon Show, so we're gonna be airdropping those as well.
Oh, cool, very cool. So you won some. Congrats on the win there, Crypto Gym Lover. That's awesome, man. Crowcoin General, Tornado Nation, what's up, man? How's it going? Shaman says the new allocations are fire. I agree, man. I think that's great. So
yeah, realistically, we have to make sure that our launch is also fair for our pre-sellers as well, and we also want to celebrate for everybody. Definitely believe in us from the beginning. Like we always mention, we appreciate everyone that took their time and contributed to the pre-sales and believe in what we're trying to build.
Absolutely. And you guys have been working on this for a while, man. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard about this months and months ago. So it's good to see that like y'all took your time doing this and took your time getting to the pre-sale, and I mean really making sure that all your ducks are in a row for everything that you guys are doing, rather than just a rushed launch or anything like that. So that means a lot in this space, because unfortunately not a lot of projects do that.
Yeah, we definitely want to take our time and build a foundation, not just
Yeah.
on our community, but within the team as well.
Yep.
A lot of times we see projects just rush out. They got an idea and then they launch the next week. And I mean, a lot of projects are successful with, but some are not. I mean, I'm not going to judge them based on their launch, but again, that's not us. We like to make sure we, like you mentioned, get everything secured. We have a foundation and we have a plan moving forward every single
Yep.
time after launch as well.
Yep, that's awesome, man, and props to y'all in doing that for sure. Um, Tim McQueen, hey, how are you doing, sir? He said, "Can we mobile stake on day one?"
Yeah, we're actually going to be talking about the Pixel protocol
Okay,
tomorrow. So I want everybody to look out on that. I also want to give you an opportunity if you want to look at the Pixel application real
sure,
quick. I'm going to send you the link
absolutely.
right now.
Pull that back open here.
There you go. I'm going to send it to you right now.
Is there a certain spot I should go to, or?
Oh, I sent it on the private chat on.
Oh, did okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, I don't know if it notified you or not.
No, I just seen it pop up. Okay, awesome, man. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna pull this open. It pulled it on my other screen, so I'm gonna drop it over here quick. Okay, let's see here. Make sure. Okay.
Yep, and that's our Pixel protocol. Also,
Okay.
this is the starting of it. There's going to be a lot more applications that are going to be implemented into it, like the farming. We're going to have bridges. We're going to have swaps and different aspects of DeFi onto our protocol. And
That's awesome.
The protocol is not going to be strictly only for Pixel. It's going to be open to different tokens and different chains as well, because we want our protocol to be used as a base for a user to, if they want to bridge a token to another chain, we want that opportunity to be on our protocol as well.
That's one thing that will make life a lot easier and help with the adoption of crypto, is to have one spot to go to do everything, because like what y'all are doing. Because right now, I mean, there's a few but there's so many hoops to jump through to do stuff with crypto right now. Like, I do a lot of stuff on the Kronos network. Well, if you got to swap tokens, or go from one blockchain to the other, you got to go to this site to do this, then transfer the tokens over to the Kronos DeFi wallet, and then if you want to stake, you got to go somewhere else to stake. You have to go somewhere else to farm. So bringing that all into one spot together, I mean, that's what's needed. You know what I mean? To make it easy, and ease of access is what's really going to help the mainstream adoption of crypto. So it's awesome what you guys are doing. It really is.
Yeah, you look at anything mainstream, anything that's for the masses.
Yep.
So a lot of times it's 2 clicks.
Exactly.
They're not looking to dive in deep and spend 20 minutes to get something done. Everybody is used to just something that happens right away, quick and easy for them.
Nobody has patience.
Yeah, that's how life is now. I mean, you tell somebody it's a whole nother world now, and we have to make sure that we are able to adopt those type of features onto all of our applications, where it's just easy, a couple steps, and everything's good to go on your end.
Yep, absolutely. And I see Tanham 007, Tangi is in the house. Nothing like good old supply and demand. 100% agreed. Hello, TX Tornado. Just stopping by to say thanks to all for joining. Thank you for being here, Tangi. I appreciate you. And thank you for the opportunity for y'all to come on my channel and discuss Pixel Project. It's an honor to talk to you guys and go through all this for sure.
No problem. I appreciate you having us on board. We
Absolutely.
also want to touch in, like, I think, was it yesterday we spoke about the NFT marketplace?
Well, no, well, what topic though? Because that's always been in the back of our head. There's so many different ways to go about it. But yeah, the NFT marketplace, we're moving forward with the pretty much development of the NFT marketplace. So that is
That's
continuously.
awesome.
So we are yeah. So like I said, we're rolling out products. You know, the very first product we're gonna have with the protocol. After the protocol is out with our launch, we go ahead and roll out our second product. Um, we still have a lot more to deliver to you guys.
Sure.
You know, just the way it's gonna have to come out. So yeah, just look forward to it. But you know, NFT
I didn't
marketplace.
realize you guys were doing an NFT marketplace. That's awesome. So I mean, literally, you guys are covering pretty much everything.
Yeah, with the marketplace, like we have the freelance marketplace, and then we have the second sector, which will be the NFT marketplace. With the freelance marketplace, it's very complex, especially building different escrow contracts on the different chains. So
Sure.
that's going to take a lot more testing. So we
Okay.
sat as a team and said, you know what, let's go ahead and develop the marketplace. You know, we have a rough estimated date around 90 days.
Okay.
You know, like I said, it's a rough estimated date, but that's our goal. Get it up in about 90 days. And it's going to have multiple chains. And I can let you know right now, the chains will be also Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Chronos, and Phantom.
Nice. You got Kronos on there in the first round, huh?
Yep. Yeah. You
Heck
know,
yeah. I like you guys even more.
Definitely getting popular. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like you guys even more now. I'm just playing.
Also, are you a huge Chronos fan?
Huge Kronos fan. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I dedicate a lot of time on my channel to Kronos projects, and so I love seeing it, man. And you're one of the few that I've heard is implementing Kronos right off the bat. So just a question about that. So you know, the freelance deal. So you're actually are you implementing to where you can actually say you want to launch an NFT series that you're actually going to be able to do everything from start to finish to actually get a NFT series launched as an artist?
Yeah, that's correct. You can definitely launch a collection and have multiple collections. You'll have a profile. If it's a personal profile, if it's a quote unquote project profile. So
Sure.
it's definitely kind of like the same concept with OpenSea, and we want to expand upon that as well. So you'll be able to have a collection and mint your tokens, and then people can buy and trade, have different aspects to those NFTs. Just like you can get 10% if it sells. We're gonna have all that onto our marketplace.
That's
and then
awesome,
with the multiple chains, it allows users to, if they don't want to use Ethereum because of gas, they can use different chains like Binance and Chronos and Phantom, which are low gas fees.
Super cheap.
Blockchains right now. So, and then in the future, we're gonna start implementing more down the line as well.
That's awesome, man. Very cool. So, and then I seen this one tab on here, farming. So you guys, and you'd mentioned that you guys are working on some farming options. So
so farming is definitely going to be our second phase for our protocol. The first phase will be the staking. Obviously, staking is important, at least for us, because it allows our users to get residual income, like with the average APR, they can get a yearly APR. And we also have implemented a way to give back to stakers by implementing a 20% of all of our revenue through our ecosystem. That's including the protocol revenue, the DeFi, the freelance marketplace, the NFT marketplace, and the POS system. All the revenue coming from those platforms, 20% will go back to stakers. So it's kind of like a stock where you get dividends. So we wanted to go the same route, so users can feel like they're actually a part of the company and getting revenue from the company.
That's awesome. Very cool. That's awesome, man. I like that a lot. Super cool. Yeah, that's great, man. So yeah, farming and staking is huge. And so when did you say so the staking will be live shortly after launch?
That's correct.
Okay, very cool. And is that APR pretty is that what it's going to be at, or is this just
well, that's a placeholder, but we're looking at an 8-9% because we want to have obviously an attractive number that's outside of traditional banking, but we also wanted to make sure that allows us to be sustainable as well. If we start reaching that 15-20%, eventually we're going to dry out, And if someone locks in for 4 years, I mean, it's just a bad recipe for disaster. So
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. And it's got to be a sustainable number. I mean, you see some of these projects that are, they're launching and it's like, just insane numbers. And it's like, there's no way that's sustainable. Like, yeah, the numbers look great, but what's going to happen 6 months from now? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. You get those projects that giving you 3,000 APR. I mean, it sounds amazing. And you're doing the calculations like, man, I can make so much money. But by the time it even unlocks, you end up not, those tokens will be worthless at that point.
Exactly. So, yeah, if the project even lasts.
Yeah,
exactly.
Unfortunately, a lot of times they end up crashing because it's just too much. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Yep. Exactly. And 9%, roughly 9%. I mean, you compare that to, like you said, traditional banking and stuff. I mean, that's a huge percentage that you'll earn over the year. It's like, where else can you go and just put your money in it and just forget about it basically and earn 9% dividend like throughout the year? That's insane. That's awesome in my opinion. That's, and a lot of people that are getting into your project specifically, I mean, it's more of a long-term, I guess you'd say a long-term investment is what I'm trying to say, rather than just quick turn and burn money in a couple days. So I think it's great, man. Very cool.
And then honestly, with the 20%, we wanted, people to feel like not holding, but staking our token is also another incentive as well. And then if you scroll down, if you notice that the logo, we have X Pixel, that's our governance token. So when you actually want to stake it, you have to
scroll down in here. Sorry to interrupt you. I was trying to scroll down. For some reason, it's not letting me scroll down. I don't know why.
Oh,
that's really strange. It's like it's not showing up the it did this to me on another page I was on earlier. I think it's something's up with my web browser.
I'm looking at on my end, it's working. I'm like, oh shoot.
Yeah. I need to change this because I've got it on whatever this Windows 11, whatever their standard internet, is, or whatever the standard is on it. And I want to change it to Chrome because I just don't like the layout on here. So
I think you're using Windows Edge, right?
Yeah. And I don't like it. I don't like the Windows Edge. That's crazy. Can I get to it from this page here?
No, that's the Pixel protocol is a whole different link.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
I guess
crazy.
refresh it, see if it shows up.
Yeah, let me. Worst case scenario, if there's more that you wanted to do on here, you could share your screen.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
If you wanted to do that, just to be safe.
Let me go ahead and get that going.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna change that tonight. I'm gonna change it over to Chrome because it did the same thing to me earlier. I was trying to look at something. I'm like, what in the world is going on here?
No worries. So I can go ahead and do it right here off this app, correct?
Yeah. You'll just go to share, and then it should pop it open on my end, and then I'll just bring it up.
All right. I think I'm good to go.
Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see here.
Oh, all right. So
perfect. There we go.
This is
back in business.
Yeah, so we got the staking, and what you have to do is you have to migrate your Pixel tokens to get X Pixel.
Yep.
And then you migrate back once you unstake. Once you get your X Pixel, you go ahead, you stake your X Pixel. We choose a different lock. We have no lock, which is a low APR, but it gives you the ability to unlock it anytime you want.
Sure.
And then 1 week, 1 month, and then all the way to 4 years. So
oh wow,
that will just allow you to go ahead and stake those tokens. And
very
then
cool.
Right here, once you migrate, you get your X Pixel. It's our governance token, so we're gonna start implementing more utility for our governance token down the line as well.
Very cool.
Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and gotta stop it. There you go.
Okay, awesome. We made that work. Whether there's a will, there's a way. Let's see here. Shaman says, how's it going, man? They said, what does this do for the token supply? I'm not sure what they're referring to exactly. What does what do for the token supply? You're gonna have to go a little deeper into it. Oh, are you upping the initial token supply?
No. So what we did is we allocated tokens from the total supply, which is 750 million tokens, and allocated onto our staking platform. So we're not increasing the total supply. It's just it's available once someone is staking, they get their tokens, and then it goes into the circulating supply. So it doesn't increase, it doesn't mint. I know some staking platforms actually mint tokens as you staking, but no, we're not increasing the initial supply at all.
Okay, very cool, very cool. And T Mad, how are you doing? What's your marketing plan after launch, and is it always going to be zero buy and sell tax? Thank you.
Yeah, of course. As you guys see, we had a huge marketing plan before pre-sale, and we're going to be having a marketing plan after pre-sale as well. Well, after launch. So we're going to continue pushing Pixel. And then regarding the zero tax, we also, like we mentioned in different AMAs, the zero tax just allows users to day trade Pixel, and it ups our volume, allowing us to get notice from different centralized exchanges as well. And we also don't want to hold our investors to get penalized if they want to invest into Pixel. I mean, if you realistically think about, if you get taxed 10% to buy and 10% to sell, you're already down 20% your initial investment. So you're already at a loss once you invest into our project. So we decided, let's stray away from that. Let's keep it zero tax. Let individuals day trade with our Pixel token. That's how we went about it.
Sure, that's awesome. And it really, I mean, not that long ago, 0% tax was kind of the norm. Like a year ago, it was the norm, and then all of a sudden it went to, a little bit of tax to higher tax to higher tax. Man, I've seen a project the other day. It was a 12% buy tax and a 22% sell tax. That's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane.
That's a lot.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, I've seen a lot of projects that kind of dry out from investors because nobody wants to, especially right now in the bear market, lose another 10%.
Exactly.
So you start seeing their volume dwindle, and it's just, to us, it doesn't necessarily help a project all the time. I know some projects are successful from tokenomics with taxes, but it's like 1 in a million. You don't want to take the chance on that, and the project dries run because of the taxes.
Yep, that makes sense. Let's see here. Just trying to scroll through. Oh, this person's not happy. That everybody's entitled to their own opinion, brother. I mean, everybody's got a plan. They've had a marketing plan for months, and they've strategically planned stuff. So sorry if you feel that way, but if you dig in, I would suggest reading their white paper and digging into it a little bit more, because they're doing a lot of things that other projects aren't doing, in my opinion, which is what makes Pixel different than a lot of these other projects that are launching every day. I'd rather a token change with that. What will be best for market conditions versus launch and fail? Exactly. Yep. And it's what it seems like you guys are doing. You're keeping in mind like everything that's happening, like with the market, especially with it being a bear market, so you got to be flexible for the conditions, for just what's going on in the space in general.
Yeah, we do appreciate that the community understands. I mean, we can't please everybody, and if you start trying to please everybody, you shoot yourself in the foot. So
exactly.
We do our best to accommodate to everybody, especially to the community, because the community is the one that pushes us and has initially invested into our project. So as you saw, we did increase our allocation. So it's not like we launched and you kept your original allocations and you're at a loss at launch. So we wanted to make sure that it's a balance for investors as well when we launch on Monday.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, so the launch is Monday. You'll announce throughout the weekend, kind of a rough time frame. I know not an exact time, but just kind of a rough, right, 2 or 3
We're
hour
looking
window, something like that.
during the evening time, but yeah, definitely.
Sure.
We'll definitely keep everybody posted.
Very cool. That's awesome. What type of rewards do you get when staking? So it just depends how long you stake for, correct? I mean, whether you start, the lowest would be obviously no lockup period, all the way up to like multiple years, and the APR would go up higher depending on how long you stake it.
That's correct. Yeah, and with the 20%, you also get that as soon as we start generating revenue from different platforms that we've created, it
Sure.
goes right back into stakers.
Okay. Yep. That's awesome, man. Very cool. Did you also say, are you guys will have a launch pad too? Are you guys doing the launch pad?
No, we're not doing a launch
You're
pad.
not doing a launch pad. Okay. So that's one thing different. You're not doing a launch pad. So that's good. I mean, it seems like everybody's come out with a launch pad. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah,
great.
a launch pad is definitely a great platform to build, but you got Pulo and you got different projects building it.
Exactly.
It's fine. There's a lot of good launch pads out there, so I don't think it's really a big necessity right now in the space.
I don't think so either. Yep, I don't think so either. I think, yeah, it's kind of, the market's kind of cornered on launch pads for like successful, good launch pads. You know what I mean? If you don't have anything constructive to say or ask, go join the BTFA NFT launch then and chill there. That's right, Shaman. You tell him, bro. my regulars are getting on to people if they have something rude to say, which everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And my channel is open to anybody to say whatever they want, as long as it's, in a respectful manner. You know what I mean? And like you said, I mean, you can't please everybody. Not everybody's going to be happy about every project and everything they're doing, but you guys are on here, y'all are completely doxed. You've been very transparent since way before pre-sale, and that means a lot. That's what people want to see, and Pixel might not be right for everybody, but that's why you do research and do AMAs like this, to talk to people about what you guys are doing and find people that are investors that it is the right fit for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we love doing these AMAs because it gets us exposed to different communities, different individuals that didn't hear about us, and to learn more about Pixel and what we're building.
Yep.
Once we're able to explain what we have developing in the background, people definitely love to jump on Pixel. But like you mentioned, it's hard to accommodate everybody. So we will do our best to make sure our investors and our development keeps moving forward.
Sure. Exactly. I'm going to pull the website back open here. I'm going to switch this back over. I'm just going to go to the main site and just kind of go down to your roadmap here. Sorry, I'm scrolling down on here. See, and it works on this page. I don't know why it doesn't work on that other one. It's crazy.
No worries.
Let's see here. Did I pass over it already? I think I passed it.
Roadmap, but you can click it right there on the footer as well.
Let's see here. Whoop. That's the first part of it here, isn't it? Okay, there we go. All right. Cool. So you guys have it planned out, the first part. That's the one thing I wanted to talk about, the rebranding thing. So initially there was another project that had launched initially, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So I had a project called TCC, called The Collective.
Okay.
So obviously Hung and I were business partners when I had that up and running. It
okay.
was really my first project that I was able to put together a team. It was a bunch of guys that I knew online, and we came together with an idea, build a freelance marketplace under the Binance Smart Chain network. And
okay.
We were building the marketplace. We got everything up about 50%, I would say about 30%. And when those team members kind of just didn't believe in the vision anymore,
okay,
like you mentioned, people want a cash grab. Once they didn't see it was a cash grab, they moved on. And I can't control people, especially when I don't know them personally, like I know Hung. So after that whole debacle, I was able to get everything with the project. I reached out to Hung. I say, Hung, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this together. Because we've always been talking about it, but Hung was busy with Pixel and getting that up and running, and with clients and all that. And we said, you know what? Let's build Pixel. The same idea we have with Pixel. Let's develop Pixel the same way. And on October of last year, we've been building since. We've been building the team, building the foundation, the structure, and then we're here now. Two days away from launch.
Yep, exactly. So the holders that were in that, they're are they being like airdrop roughly same time as pre-salers, or how did that work?
Yeah, so they're gonna get 50%, and then it will be broken down just like the public pre-sale.
Okay, so 50% and then 25 and 25 over 2 months.
And it's about, if I'm not mistaken, about 70 individuals. So it wasn't like a significant amount. I left when the whole transition was happening with the rebrand. We left a application form to sign up to get your Pixel tokens once it launches. And we had that up for about a month and a half. So we were able to collect about 70 different individuals, and those individuals will be airdrop Pixel tokens as well.
Okay, very cool, very cool. I see. I was just going to address this real quick. So don't make BTFA look bad. Another creator, and we'll let him know. Definitely not making BTFA look bad, Tim McQueen. I'm a avid supporter of BTFA and Pixel and any project. Any project that's legitimate. I am a avid supporter, and I think like we talked about this before this AMA even started, how we can all work together. Projects can work together. Community members can work together, and we can all grow together and bring mass adoption to the world with crypto. And the only way we're going to do that is by working together and helping support each other, and just keeping a positive space with everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And having, like with the applications we're developing, it would allow users to use tokens that they want to use as a currency onto our platforms as well. So if they want to use BTFA on our platforms, that will work as well. Different tokens that they want to use as currency. So we're not just strictly just holding everything to Pixel, keeping it open to all different tokens and coins available on our platforms.
That's awesome. Yep. And that's what makes the space grow. And I like seeing it. I like seeing projects when they're, when they end up doing partnerships and working together and just, collaborating. Because I mean, two different projects, they may have some ideas that y'all don't have, or vice versa, and you guys come up with something that you haven't even thought of before to add to the ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly.
So awesome.
Everyone's definitely building different aspects.
Absolutely.
In the crypto space. So
yep.
We're excited for that.
Absolutely. I was going to check this next question here. So Nima Garashi says, how do you help business adoption and owners who are worried in the nature of crypto volatility? Will there be a program for that, assist with literacy and farming staking as translations are made?
Yeah, Hung could definitely talk about the adoption on business owners and how they can adopt crypto into their business and how it will work.
So with our POS system, we're having a pretty much partnership that we're calling the Pixel Test Kitchen Partnership. And during that time of the partnership, we're able to consistently gather data and feedback with these business owners too as well. Some of the feedbacks that we're getting right now is there's a mix of, I want to make sure that this new purchasing power that I'm capitalizing is able to build me more passive income. So there's that aspect. And other aspect is, hey, you know what? This is just another way for me to gain exposure. Same way how Uber Eats, DoorDash gain more exposure to more business, and they know it's not a profit-making platform, but more of a marketing platform too. So with that being said, there's platforms for one side where the business individuals can choose certain coins that we kind of see within the market that can be growth later on. they can give them APY, and that has to do with a lot of education that we're going to be with. So with a lot of consultation between us and the partnership. So it'll be a very tight knit partnership, understanding that their business is one of our top priorities too, to make sure we can build a long lasting partnership. And on the other side, we can definitely talk about how can we get into more stable coins, what stable coins we believe is the best, and at the same time, when are they able to cash out and do the transition and everything. And we're gonna help them with that cash out process too as well, since everybody understands this gas fee and everything, and these businesses want to understand. So that's where our partnership comes in high. Like, hey, we can kind of predict these kind of events and help them move along with there. Same way how you go into a bank, with a business owners, you go into a bank and then they talk to a banker or anybody else and say, hey, I need a loan, or I need to get my cash flow right. I need to get a wire or transferred. It kind of leads on to that aspect of being with Pixel, being a part of the POS system program, and makes them understand this is not just for them to take on themselves.
Sure, that's awesome.
And when Hung was mentioning about the stable coins, just like how we built our escrow contract for our freelance marketplace, there's different aspects that a freelancer can go about. If they decide to take on a token from a user, they can receive that token and receive, let's say, for example, if they're trading ApeCoin, and we know, like how she mentioned, Nima, the volatility of crypto. So once the freelancer receives that Ape token, potentially that token go up, it can go down based on the volatility of the market. So we also gave the option to the freelancer if they want that token to convert in the smart contract as well. So when a user sends, let's say, ApeCoin through the smart contract, it will convert it into a stable coin, giving giving that security for the freelancer, knowing, all right, if this project that I'm developing for this user takes 3 months, I know in 3 months it still will be worth the original amount.
That makes sense.
Giving those both options because some people want to receive the specific token, especially if it's an easy job, or that we want those options available for the user, for the freelancer.
That's awesome. Yeah, it'll definitely stabilize it. That way they're not worried in case the market crashed.
Yeah. I mean, you got to look at both aspects. I mean, that's a possibility. So we definitely want to give those options to the freelancer, and then with assisting with individuals, education is big on our part as well. Just like any platform you get on, education is key to learning how to use that platform. So we're going to go the same route, teaching individuals and giving them the tools to learn how to use our programs. If they're by themselves, like Hung mentioned, we're going to be there as a team, have that support, but also have those tools available for them so they can watch these tutorials or have these resources for them to learn it as well.
That's what I was going to ask, and you just kind of answered the question. So you're going to actually do like some video tutorials and stuff that people can actually, the creators can actually go to and watch, or articles to read, stuff like that, to actually understand everything a little bit better, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
So one of the things where business owners who buy into a franchise or buy into the McDonald's or a local franchise that they have there too, the biggest thing is the manual. How do I run this operation? Just how can I consume to run this operation? The biggest time is sometimes it's like, hey, this is the manual, and it's just a bunch of legal paperwork all over it. Is how you do things, blah blah blah. And not everybody is consuming information that way too as well. So we have to look at the aspect of, okay, where is how do we teach these kind of topics? And the same way we lean back onto our business of Pixel Swap and how we teach online adoptions to these small mom and pop shop. We got to be there in person. We got to show them tutorials. We got to show them step by step. And from there, when they get comfortable with that, then they can take on their road. But I feel like the very, very beginning is very crucial. And then that's where we build long-term relationship too as well, where we can build that trust factor. I mean, if the market get volatile at this point, we don't want no finger pointing and we don't want no blame as well. So if we can build that trust and we build that understanding, like, hey, we'll get through this together. That'll be the one thing so we can continue to push forward.
Sure. Yeah, that's awesome.
We learned from one of the business owners that that was one of our clients. What they did with their franchisees, instead of, like Hum mentioned, sometimes a franchise, you can get one you get a manual, you kind of get a little bit of a guidance, but it's kind of like, hey, you should know this business since you invested into it. You should know how to run it. So one of our clients, what they do is they actually work with the franchisee for about a couple months in on a different location where they work hand in hand with the franchisee, so they can show how to run the business and teach them the grounds in and out. So when they launch their actual location, there's not that misstep that first 3 months where they're learning how to run the business, and they
Sure.
can just jump right on board right when their location opens up.
Yeah, makes sense. It kind of reminds me of like, early days of the internet and like online payments, and I think you kind of mentioned that before the AMA even, like, and businesses were used to just doing things the way that they had done it in the past, in the 80s or the 90s, and they didn't think that they needed a website or anything like that, or maybe they just didn't understand it, so they were scared to even get involved with it. Especially when it came to online payments, when
Oh
the
yeah,
the
100%.
first possible online payments, I mean, they had no idea what to do. So this is kind of this is the version of it now. We're to the point where it's crypto and adopting crypto payments and everything. So yeah, all the tutorials and everything to learn it, to see like what you guys are doing, because a lot of projects don't do that, or there's not a lot of places that you can go and learn all the aspects of what they need to do as a business owner in order to make this happen. So it's really cool to see that you guys are building it that way with the tutorials and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Providing those tools is definitely key. And like you mentioned with the internet, I mean, for me, from my experience, I remember when my parents or different individuals were scared to put their credit card or debit card online. It's like, oh, someone's gonna
Absolutely.
scam me. As soon as I put all
Yep.
my information, they're gonna take all my money out of my account. So
Yep.
people had that forethought when it came to internet, and then obviously now right now they'll just put their credit card in Amazon and purchase whatever they need. They won't
Yep.
hesitate. So that
Yep.
definitely helps straight away. So the same thing with crypto. It's in the same boat. People are scared to use it because they don't understand. So once they understand how it works, they won't be afraid to use it.
And the safety factors associated with crypto versus just regular online payments is like second to none too,
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Smurf Dabs asked, is there any token burns in the future?
As of right now, we are not implementing any token burns.
Okay. Rolf is cool. How's it going, brother? Thanks for joining, man. Let's see here. T-Mad said, do you get any rewards for the ones that are vested?
I know a lot of people are asking this question. We haven't really looked into that yet, but potentially we can offer something down the line, like an incentive for being a whitelister or a pre-saler. But
Sure.
as of right now, there's no rewards. There's nothing solidified on that.
Okay, gotcha. And then Tim Shea reiterated on his question. I meant, do you earn more Pixel tokens from staking or ETH or USDC? What are the rewards for staking? Is it Pixel token?
Yeah, so you do get Pixel tokens for staking.
Okay.
The rewards from the 20% of revenue, that is still in the works. Like we're deciding if it should be ETH, it should be a stable coin. That's
Sure.
something that we're still in the works with.
Okay. And can you mention that again, just briefly, that 20%, to just kind of reiterate where that revenue is
so
coming from?
besides the APY that you receive from staking, you're also going to be getting 20% of revenue throughout all of our ecosystem. So like the protocol, the freelance marketplace, the NFT marketplace, and the POS system. I mean, if you
Okay.
look at if we can tap in 4% in each of those markets, you're talking multi-million dollars per year, and 20% of that going back to our stakers. It's kind of like earning dividends as a stockholder.
Yep. And the more money that's coming in on it, the more dividends each staking holder is going to earn. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Anthony LM, hello, just joined Live AMA. Welcome, Anthony. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you. Cornish, sorry, just got here. I bought in on whitelist. Did I hear I will be having them airdrop to me? Cornish, welcome back, sir. He was in my my last live stream I had going for a while. Yes, yep. So they will be airdropped from Pulo over the weekend at some point. I'll probably
That's
just
great.
keep an eye on y'all's social media or whatnot. You guys may just drop an update on if anything changes with that, but you will receive them prior to the token launch, definitely. And Pulo is really good about that. Anytime I've dealt with Pulo, they're like on top of it with getting that done as soon as possible. Very cool. Just checking to see if there's any other questions here. Cornish also said, I love the Pixel project. It's such a shame it's launching in the worst marketing conditions for 40 years. I know, right? It's crazy. But
yeah, I'll tell you a quick little story.
Yeah.
When we first got the project, when we were building everything, ETH was at 4,000.
Yeah.
So, you look back and you're like, it's not ready to launch. And I guess sometimes why projects want to launch so quick, but at the same time, we have a great team, we have a great foundation, and I do not regret launching at this time. So
no, and I've been saying that to just during my live streams and with other devs and teams a lot, and I've been saying it a bunch this past few months. It's these downtimes when the market sucks like it does right now, that y'all as a project, you don't stop doing what you're doing. It doesn't matter what Ethereum and BTC is at. It could be Ethereum could be $1,000 or $5,000. You guys are still doing what you're saying you're going to do on your roadmap, building the project, making sure everything's functioning properly, and moving forward with your roadmap, regardless of what the actual crypto market or economic market or any of that is. So stuff like projects like this, if you're investing in it, planning a long-term investment or at least a medium-term investment, it's just going to take time, because as you guys build and implement all these things that are on your roadmap and it all comes together and you're doing it during the worst possible market time, it's like that much more bullish for what it's going to be when it is a good market. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You can have that perspective. Like, of course, the market is bad, but we're at at a low point.
Yep.
So once the market starts picking up, a lot of times when projects launch during the bull market and it crashed, their project crashes with it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to come back that, because a lot of projects right now are looking bad because of the market, but it's really not their fault, because with BTC and Ethereum, if they're going down, obviously the projects are going to go down as well. So launching during a bear market potentially could be a great way to get into a project.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Yeah, I'd rather launch it right now than have launched it, 4 or 5 months ago and then had to deal with that whole downturn, So
that downturn was scary, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of projects right now. I was looking at some of them that, they're down 90% right now, if not more, and it's crazy. But same with some of those projects. So they may be down 80, 90%, but as long as they're delivering and doing what they say they're doing and building through this downtime, they can come out the other end smelling like a rose,
Yeah.
Got Steve the Canadian in the house. Oh, hey, TX. Steve, another avid supporter of the channel. Appreciate you being here with myself and Pixel. Nima said, no burns, please don't. I'm not a big burn fan overall. This is a legit company. No need to burn. Burns don't really mean a lot to me. Like if a project doesn't do burns, that doesn't really sway me one way or the other. A lot of time burns depend on how they're doing it. It's more of just a hype thing than anything. It doesn't really do anything for the chart.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've seen it all. A project burning 3% and it doesn't really do anything to the chart. Yeah. I mean, it's their way to go. I'm not gonna bash on them, but it's just not the route that we decided to go on.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's just a marketing approach that they take.
Yeah, I can definitely see that as well. I mean, it's like you mentioned, it could be a hype tool. Hey, we're burning tokens.
Yep, absolutely. Nima also said, will these small businesses be incentivized to stake Pixel?
Well, with are you like trying to read into that question?
I
So the
think
small
he's
businesses, you go ahead on, yeah.
so I think with Nima is asking for the business owners that we can partnership with. So in the very beginning, during the partnership, staking wouldn't be very incentivized for them because the biggest thing about business is they need to keep their funds liquidated. Just to
Yep.
pay off, payroll or do an investment here and moving around, to kind of bunker down on their pretty much, cash flow wouldn't be the best to incentivize business owners. In the personal side, though, once they pay themselves, they'll personally they can probably stake themselves too. But for a business, I don't often will see any business will stake.
Yeah, and it gives them the option because the POS system is not just going to be accepting only crypto; it's going to be accepting USD as well. So
Sure.
what our goal is to replace their POS system and have the option to use crypto and USD in their store. We don't want it just to be an offset on the side, like a little pad that they can use. We want them to use our specific
The
POS
main
system.
POS. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. And have that option for crypto because, one of our clients recently, called us up and said, hey, you know, how's everything going? I have tons of people coming into my restaurant asking if I can pay with Dogecoin, if I can pay with Ethereum or Bitcoin. And he doesn't have that option. He doesn't know how to go about it, nor
Not
is he
yet.
willing even to take his time to do it because he's
Yeah.
so scared of how the process works. So
Yeah.
he's like, man, get your POS up running as soon as possible. So he's one of our favorite clients because he's very excited about this as well.
That's awesome. And the cool part is like, so he's been like a previous client that y'all have had for
Yeah,
some time, I'm sure. And that's the thing people probably don't understand, or maybe they just don't know, is like y'all have clients. You already have clients. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're building this and then having to go find. Obviously, you're finding new clients, but you've got a legitimate business built. There's actually a business built that's behind this project. So it's not like it's just a startup and you're raising funds for a token and then starting to work towards what you're doing. Y'all been doing stuff for a length of time now, so it's awesome to see.
yeah, it definitely gives us that, like Hung mentioned, the insight. Once we start that partnership and testing our POS in their business, it gives us all the data that we would need once we go public with the product itself.
Yep, absolutely, man. Very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's good to hear it from y'all, because I've been reading up on it a lot and stuff over the months, but just to hear how everything is being implemented and stuff is awesome, man. So
I
I'm
appreciate that.
definitely a supporter of the project, man. I got on whitelist as soon as I possibly could when y'all announced it. So I'm planning on holding for quite some time. And that's not financial advice to anybody, but I'm transparent on what my investments are and stuff. So I always put it out
Well, I
there
appreciate
so
that. Thank
people
you.
know. Yeah, absolutely. Um, let's see here. I was just making sure there wasn't another question. Steve and Nick are just making some small talk. Yeah, guys. Looks like questions are answered, man. I appreciate you guys coming on here, and definitely looking forward to seeing how everything develops over the coming months and stuff, man. And would love to get you guys to come back on, after the tokens officially launched and you guys are a little bit further along with stuff and just kind of get some updates and everything. That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, definitely. We're excited to do this whole tour again.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely going to be something that we're going to have to do. And obviously with all the new development that's going to be coming out, we don't want to just do these AMAs and have no new information. So once we
Yep.
get everything sound and developed, we're excited to go present it to everybody.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. It's all about staying connected with the community, and that's the main thing is transparency and updates.
Yep.
If it's an update every 5 minutes, if you have to. I mean, that's what investors are looking for. And I've seen some downfalls, which is just a shame, with a few projects that seem to be really good, and they just, cut communication and, maybe do an update or just a little post once every couple of weeks. It's like, man, I mean, you can't expect people to keep pumping money into an investment, if the team itself isn't letting people know what's going on. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
definitely the best way to do it for sure. Shaman said, "Thank you, Pixel and TX, for the AMA." Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I guess we can end it. We're just a little bit over an hour. I guess
Wow.
just from both, that went by quick, didn't it?
Yeah,
An hour flies
yeah.
by, man. It flies by. And just an invitation for you guys, man. I mean, I do a lot of just live streams, just talking crypto and stuff. If you guys ever want to, just jump on a live stream and just chit chat about crypto or anything, doesn't even have to be Pixel related necessarily. You just want to chat about crypto and stuff, y'all are more than welcome anytime to come onto my platform and jump on a live stream and hang out and just visit about stuff, man. So,
Yeah, definitely. We would definitely like to do that. We want to start doing a podcast as well because start getting into that as we like to conversate and talk more about crypto and what's out there as well.
Me too, man. Me too. Absolutely. So yeah, I'd be honored to have you all on anytime, man. Come hang out and just visit crypto. And we sometimes we veer completely off of crypto, even talking about whatever, but just keeps everybody engaged, especially when the market's down. Gotta keep it fun, man. Keep people engaged and keep people's spirits up. So I guess we can end. Well, let's see here. I think I've got one more question. How does it work for the vested tokens for the whitelist pre-sale? Initial tokens received can be sold freely and vested held for a time. Yeah, I'll just let you just cover that real quickly again.
Yeah, so
for
the tokens
Netcar
that are airdrop, they can be sold anytime. And then the vested ones will be held and then will be airdropped during those periods. Like we mentioned, with the whitelist is 25% on the first month and then 25% on the second month. And then with the whitelist, it's the same concept. But in the public pre-sale is 3 months versus 2 months with the whitelist.
Sure. Yep. Perfect. He said, "I got behind on the feed. Sorry if I'm late." Oh no, not at all, man. That's what we do these. That's what we do these AMAs for, man. Answer everybody's questions so they feel comfortable about everything. I guess we can end it by. I'll just ask both of y'all. Just your own perspective. Where do y'all see Pixel being? We'll just keep it at a year from now. Where do you guys see each individually? Where do y'all see Pixel a year from now as far as development and everything?
Yeah, I would definitely see the freelance and the NFT marketplace fully open and developed and being used by multiple thousands of users and being used worldwide. And then obviously our goal is to get the POS system up and running. So right now, currently we're in our R&D. So hopefully in a year, we're at the point where we're looking at not software, but God, I can't think of that word.
It's been a long week, bro. I'll give you a pass on it.
Very long week. But at that point with the POS system, hopefully we're getting to the point where we can put products out to test into different businesses. So that's our goal in that year span, at least in my perspective.
It's awesome. How about you, Hung? Let's hear it, man.
So I mean, right now, if you look at some of the analysts that look at the whole market and everything, they're saying it's about a 24-month period. Business owners are looking to invest already. They're looking to adopt onto crypto. 75% says they want it in their store, and 65% says we want to invest for it to be in our store. So that's some high numbers, and they're expecting within 24 months. So that's the time to beat. Within 12 months, hopefully we can get the marketplace up in order, and then the remaining time is just pushing out the POS system with enough data we have to make sure we have a running product out there and continuously to optimize it. Of course, down the road, just continues to put more and more product out there to be able to help people adopt crypto.
Sure, that's awesome. How many devs are on the team that are working on this like full time?
We have currently 5.
5. Okay, that's awesome, man.
And we're
Very
continuously expanding and and getting more people on board as well.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, the more it grows, the more you'll add on. And I know you said you had people all over the world, in India and everything too, huh?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
awesome.
You know, we definitely deep dive into individuals before they join the team as well.
Cool. Very cool. Nekar said, great. Thanks for answering. You're welcome, sir. NATO Nation family, DNA Dimensions. Yes, sir. Pixel and NATO Nation, man. Yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all coming on here. And again, you're welcome on anytime, and look forward to, doing another AMA later down the road and getting some updates and just bringing all the latest to the NATO Nation, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And everybody that's watching, I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for being here as always. And thanks for the good questions and everything, making sure everything's answered. And yeah, if y'all haven't hit the like yet, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. The channel is rapidly growing, and I'm thankful for every single person that's been here along the journey so far. So, yeah, guys, I think that should do it. We'll let y'all go. I know you've had a long week. Pre-sale's over finally, so you maybe be able to at least breathe for a second.
I can breathe and eat.
yeah, breathe and eat. Then try to get some sleep with anticipation for the launch on Monday.
Yep. Yeah, so, definitely sleep. I need like 24 hours straight.
Dude, right? Seriously. I bet you guys are going some long hours, man. Yeah. And anybody, if y'all are watching this now, or if you are rewatching this video at some point, if you got questions, jump on their social media, Telegram, and ask anything. There's somebody always available to answer questions. You can reach out to myself too. I'm happy to answer questions or get you in touch with the right person to answer the questions. So, all right, guys. Well, y'all, again, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on, guys. And we'll call it a day here. And y'all have a great night, great weekend, and we'll catch you guys all on the next one. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.